Alright, time now is 2:23 p.m. on November 6th. Yeah. I slept from 4:20 till like 1:40. That is a lot of sleeping. And then immediately after I woke up, I got a stomachache. So that's that. So I should have set an alarm because today I was planning to go out for an adventure for the first time in a very, very long time. To Diamond Hill, to revisit Diamond Hill and do a vlog in Cantonese using my Sony camera. But I had to go a little earlier because the Buddhist temple closes at 4:30. Now, if I immediately eat breakfast, immediately finish watching Full River Red, and immediately film a movie review, I can still kind of do it, but um, I think that's too late. So I think I'm gonna have to push the adventure to tomorrow. Today I just want to chill. Um, yeah. Again. I had a dream where I was going to watch a movie in this gigantic historical theater, Disney Hall, and I'm in the middle of downtown LA or some place, but it just felt like a very rural, some grassland, some plains in the middle of nowhere. And then and then I finally arrived at some sort of spot, and I ran into a lot of people that I used to know, including Cedric. I saw Cedric, and he ignored me, but then a little bit later he came and hugged me, and it's all good, you know. And I saw a bunch of other people. Like I think I saw, what was the name I gave him? Anthony, I think. The guy from B Class, who was the biggest Attack on Titan fan ever. And then a little bit later, my mom was on a trip, and I realized that I'm in Estonia, which means that I can add another number to my number of countries I've been to list. So there's that. Um, so, I really don't have a lot to do. Life is boring, life is dumb, life is empty. I am going to try to call the producer guy, the Fruit Champ producer guy. I'm gonna work more on my short film. I'm gonna reconfirm with Ariel. The thing is, Ariel's not very responsive because she's really busy, and that will be a pretty huge problem if were to be a co-producer for my short. The thing with producers is that I have to be buddies with them, and I have to extremely trust them. So far, I don't have a single friend. Maybe Michelle, aside from Michelle, who can be producers and who I can like constantly talk to. But I also can't choose Michelle because the crew I'm using is very much like they will not know who Michelle is. None of them will know who Michelle is. So yeah. Um, and I can also ask Betsy for help, but that would be, I don't know, a little extreme perhaps. Um, yeah. Um, and then another thing is, I'm gonna email USC. I'm gonna do some follow up for USC. I'm gonna talk to them about financial aid, talk to them about registering classes and whatnot. And maybe tonight, if I still don't receive any news from the rifle thing, I'll just text the rifle thing guy and is that, hey, you guys haven't contacted me yet. So yeah, but again, despite my extreme attempts to reach out to people and to branch out and stuff, it's all pointless. It's all pointless. The last night I saw a pretty interesting video, and I'm not going to get into details, but it's essentially about how it's one of those very lame videos. It's one of those Andrew Tate flavored videos about, oh, 5 steps to get a girlfriend, which is very lame. I don't subscribe to that shit, and usually losers watch the video, even though I am one myself. But there are a couple points that was really, really true. And the first point is, don't simp. If there's a girl who you really, really like, don't beg for her attention. Don't act like she's the most important thing. Don't and the guy used a very like functional way to explain that. Like, oh yeah, guys want girls because it's a biological thing. Because guys are always looking for partners to reproduce, and girls want the same thing as well. Which means that girls if girls find a guy, but then finds out that the guy values the girl over himself, which this means that the guy's survival rate is lower, which means that they become less attractive in a biological sense. And that seems like a very silly way to put this, but I think it's sort of true. That's the number one mistake I made with Leslie, is I simped for her too much. I literally put her on the pedestal, and I would flock to her every time she has something to say, every opportunity she presents of hanging out with her. I just flock to her, and when I speak to her, I act like she's all I have. I shouldn't have done that. That's obviously a huge turnoff for her, and made myself even softer of a person. And another thing is, I misjudged her. I thought she likes that kind of guy. She doesn't. And so I need to avoid being too soft around her. So next time I'm interested in someone, maybe a million years later, I need to be careful and not misjudge who she is first. And another really good point is, just do other things. If you're not interested in someone else, then just do other things, because it's not going to come to you. Some people are more interested in having a relationship than actually the person itself. And that is a deadly sin. And I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm like lonely and sad and desperate, but also, you know what? I should focus my energy on a lot of other things, and I already am. I'm exercising. I'm jogging 2 times a week. I'm reading manga, but still, it's kind of reading. I'm drawing. I'm practicing drawing. I'm writing scripts. That's good. I should keep it on. And maybe I should meet new people, meet new friends, just to distract myself, Just be comfortable with myself. Just be comfortable, be confident, and one day I will be interested in another person. I know I will. I don't know how many years it will take, but even if it takes 10 years, maybe I'm 31 right now, and I'm finally interested in a girl, then go for it. There shouldn't be a rush. As long as I'm not dead. Okay, as long as I'm not dead, it should be good. I should be okay with it. And yeah, the pressure is high, because literally everyone and their moms around me are like dating and going out and having relationships. But just because they do, I shouldn't be pressured to having one myself. Because I'm better than that. Because I'm not swayed by the society. Because I'm better than that. If I find someone interesting, sure. If I don't, I should feel confident and happy. If someone laughs at me for being single, well, I'll just tell them I haven't found the one. I'm not interested. If someone tells me I'm asexual, then I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't know. But it is what it is, and I'm happy with what I have, and I think that's the most important thing, is just be happy with what I have, Just be happy. Just roll with it. So, I'm, for the next 1.5 months I spent here in Hong Kong, for all I care, maybe nothing's gonna happen. And I should be okay with that. I should just live with it, accept it, and move on, go to USC, and just continue surviving a day at a time, because that's all I can do. And I should be content with myself, instead of asking for material happiness, So, yeah. Okay. 救命啊！破產啊！我破產啊！Alright, time now is 11:45 p.m. Yeah, so let's do a quick roundup of today, and then we'll just move on. So today was pretty bland, unfortunately. Not a lot happened. I didn't get to call the producer guy. And I haven't really done much. I filmed a movie review, and by then it was already like, I finished watching a movie, and then I filmed a movie review, and by then it was already like 6 p.m. So 6:15. I had to immediately leave because my mom booked a dinner place at Taiku, and that is 7 p.m. So at 6:15 p.m. I immediately changed my clothes and went to Taiku, and I went to CD Warehouse. Finally, for the first time in my life, I bought Blu-rays, and I originally planned to buy 2 DVDs and 2 Blu-rays. The 2 DVDs are Fallen Angels and Made in Hong Kong, and the 2 Blu-rays will be Drifting and Fat Choice Spirit. But I first of all I found Made in Hong Kong on Blu-ray, so I got that instead. And then I also found Limbo on Blu-ray, which I'm like, fuck, it's so good. I really want to get it. If I don't buy it here, I'll never be able to buy it in the US. And I want to bring it back to the US because if I have a Blu-ray player in the US, this is going to be amazing. Yeah. So I got these Blu-rays and plus 1 DVD, and turns out overall it's $541, which is a lot more than I'd expected. I thought it would be like 400, but no, it's 500 and something, which is still pretty good because that translates to 69 US dollars. 69 US dollars is basically 1.5 Criterions, or 2 Criterions if you're lucky, if it's a sale or something. So I got 4 Blu-rays plus 1 DVD here. That's still a total bargain. Anyways, I had dinner with 2 of my paternal grandparents, my mom and dad. Right after buying those Blu-rays, I even went to Muji, the stationery store, to buy a birthday gift for dad. I honestly don't know what to buy, and honestly, whatever I buy probably doesn't even matter. I think it's just, the gesture is just kind. So I found a little notebook, and it's a little symbolic too, because when Mary bought me my first diary, and my third one, it's also from Muji. So, it's symbolic. $10. I could have gone for the $68 one, but $10. The fact that I spent $15 US for Potter, for a silly pencil case that he's probably never going to use, means that I could at least buy something for my dad. So my dad received it. I gave it to him after dinner. He's really happy. We had dinner, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm happy that I got to try Beijing food. Came back home, and that's it. Tova also texted me a little bit earlier this morning over Instagram, talking about interviews and using, cutting down and finding highlights in the interviews, and I said it depends from person to person. But yeah, really nothing else. I'm just really worried that these Blu-rays are not in the right region, but I checked them again and again and again, and I think I'm fine. I'm not sure about the DVD though, because apparently DVD also has regions. Since when? I don't know. And also, this is a rare print of Fallen Angels, and maybe it's only in Mandarin. So in that case, I'm kind of fucked. But, Alright, time now is 1:05 p.m. On November 7th. Yeah, just woke up. I slept from 5:15 to 11:20. I woke up by the alarm. I felt terrible, so I decided to go back to sleep. And that was a major mistake. Major. After 11:20, I woke up again at 1 p.m. on the dot. And I set an alarm at 1 p.m., but I somehow woke up 2 minutes before the alarm rang. And I tried to go to the bathroom, and guess what, baby? Guess what? My dad's inside. Once again. Because whenever I go to the bathroom, there's like a 30% chance that my dad's in it. It's not my mom, it's my dad. Always. So I don't know how many hours I need to stand and wait now. And I wanted to wake up earlier today because I want to go on for an adventure. So I don't know how am I going to do that now. Yeah, I had a pretty interesting dream. I went back to the school, but it was in the future and everyone's a little older now. And there's this teacher that we've never really seen before, but she's really mean, but she's comically mean. Very mean to a point that it's hilarious. And we have to make music or something, and she got really mad and she rearranged us so that we sit according to our student numbers. I was like number 13 or 14. I think 13. We all had a lot of fun in that class, but in an ironic way. Yeah. Again, today I'm going to go for an adventure, which is very exciting. I'm going to do a Cantonese vlog there. Hopefully I leave the apartment at 3. So I will arrive at around 3:45. That gives me about 45 minutes to visit the Buddhist temple and then walk around the thing. Unless it's not open today, then I'm just going to be very sad. I'm going to call the producer guy because he's not responding to me on WhatsApp for a whole week. I'm going to call him. If he doesn't pick up in the afternoon, I'll call him again at night. I feel a little stomachache again. Oh my god. Eating the raw egg yolks 2 mornings ago really triggered gastric flu or something. Really triggered me. Yesterday morning, the first thing that happened to me after I wake up, bathroom. Now, again, stomachache. So I really don't know what's going on. I will never fucking... And my mom's so confident. My mom's like, have these egg yolks. And I'm like, I can't eat egg yolks. And she's like, well, I thought you've changed. She thinks it's a personality thing. Like a personal, like a little obsession of mine. Like a little quirk. I don't like raw egg yolks. But no, it's not a quirk. It's a sickness. So yeah, I'm in my pajamas right now because I just can't see. I just can't fucking go to the bathroom. Yeah, I think I'm gonna film an album review before I leave too. And yeah, that's that. That is that. Yeah, I shouldn't have slept so late last night. I don't know what happened to me last night, but I was so unproductive. I was just like, I don't know what's happening to me last night. I was just like, I didn't even want to watch. I didn't watch any anime last night, actually. I just didn't feel motivated to do anything, and I just watched one YouTube video after another. I tried to edit videos. I didn't edit a lot. I was so distracted by everything else. So, yeah. Alright, time now is 10:55 p.m. It's the end of the day again. Again, not a lot happened. Again. I did go for an adventure. I revisited Nanyang Gardens in Diamond Hill. I loved it. It's amazing. But of course, the morning started with me standing in my own bedroom for about 30 something minutes to wait for my dad to come out. Originally, I planned for a movie review and everything, but I just ran out of time. I just didn't have the time for that. I even planned to shave. I didn't get to shave. But I still went to Diamond Hill, and oh my god, I was minutes away from being too late. The Qilin Nunnery closes at 4:30 p.m. The Qilin Temple, and last time I went there was 2 years ago. When I went there, it closed, because it was too late. So I had to go, and I had to make sure I'm not late this time because I don't know when's the next time. Of course, I'm going to return to this place sometime, maybe next month or so, to make my short film. But I'm not gonna go into the freaking temple. This might as well be my only opportunity to visit the temple. So I took three MTR lines, and I finally arrived. And thank God I was early by around 10 minutes. So I had 9 minutes to basically speed run the whole place. The whole place isn't even that big, so it's actually really easy to speed run. And I was right on time. I was the last one to leave the fucking temple. I even got locked by accident inside until one of the guards helped me open. Also, like four tourists, one of the tourists came up to me and asked me to help them take a photo, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, three, two, one, okay, no problem. And they speak Spanish. I think they're from Spain. I don't think they're Latinos, Latinas. But yeah, good thing they ran into such a good English speaker. Albeit everything I said was 3, 2, 1. Yeah. And then I vlogged with a Sony camera, and I had a great time, even though the weather wasn't that great today, and also a good section of the place was blocked off. I still had fun. It wasn't that awkward for me vlogging with the Sony camera. And there's just something magical about that place. I don't know why, but there's just something so tranquil and peaceful about that place. It just made me feel fine. I went home and I feel okay, And there's just something about the place. There's something the way about the place is built that just made me feel okay about things. I am not okay about things, but it feels like it. And it's awesome. And again, given how lately I've been questioning a lot of things after I've returned to Hong Kong, so many things I've done in the US in the last 3 rounds, fighting for Leslie, which is love, trying to find a job, money, trying to make short films and climb the film industry ladder for fame, for power, trying to make friends, also for power. I realized that maybe it all doesn't matter. And after thinking about these matters in the last 2 weeks, especially given how I went back to Hong Kong and I wanted to attain something and I can't attain that something because I don't really know what that something is. And I realized how empty I am and how lonely I am and how, I yearn for relationships so much. Friendships. I have friends now. I yearn for a romantic relationship. And I realized that I can't just whine and rant in my room. I gotta go out and meet people and expand and do things, touch grass. But that's exactly what the fuck I'm doing. I am going out a lot to meet people. What was hanging out with Zara in Halloween for? What was the going out for the short film sets for? Partially, I just wanted to meet people. But it's not working. And you know what? If even that's not working, then so be it. I shouldn't worry. The universe, I don't believe in a higher power, but fate, I also don't really believe in it, but if if fate doesn't allow me to find a special someone, or just more friends, or interesting people in general, then so be it. Because it's not my time. And I don't want to force it. Maybe if I go to USC, maybe I'll meet more interesting people. But not now. Not now. If the universe doesn't allow me to, then so be it. I should just accept it and really just be okay with it, you know? And I feel like me, you know, with my camera bag and my diagonal bag rushing towards the Chilean nunnery just to see the Buddha. I'm not Buddhist, but there's something powerful about that image. That I'm so shackled, I'm so enslaved by these earthly matters and these human feelings that I forgot the ways of the universe and nature. And I feel like I should just be okay and just embrace this emptiness and just peacefully live out the rest of my days in 2023. I feel like that's what I should do. Just be happy and be happy with what I have. Be content with what I have. Also, again, I'm practicing. Let's just say I'm practicing plainness right now. I'm trying my best to just shape up, do exercises, read, eat good food, try to look better, and instead of doing unproductive things like whining and crying, and it is tough actually, but I feel like I'm on my way to achieving something better. I really am planning to develop a new personality when I head to USC. When I go back to Santa Monica, they're not going to recognize me. I will have a new haircut. I'll be clean shaven. I'll be wearing nicer clothes. Maybe I'll be wearing earrings. I'll look better. I'll talk better. I'll walk better. You know, whole new personality. Just like how when I went to Santa Monica, it's already different from in secondary school. I just need to develop new personalities left and right. Maybe after USC I develop a new personality. And I start collecting personalities, collecting faces. Because I have to. Because I'm destined to be this way. I'm fated. That's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, that was really nice. Came back home, had dinner, and I had a stomachache. After dinner, I showed my mom and my helper a Japan video, 35 minutes condensed version. And it's great. I like that version even more than the version I put up on YouTube because it's so much more condensed. So it's all the essence, all the good stuff, you know. Minus the anime and the hentai. That one I just shortened it from like a whole hour of it to like 10 minutes of it. Because I know my mom wouldn't like seeing me go through so much hentai. But yeah, it's really good, and it made me motivated to edit more Japan vlogs. So for the last 2 hours, that's what I've been doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I also called the producer guy a couple times, and the first time he didn't pick up. The second time he did pick up and immediately said, "I'll call you later." And then he's gone. I know he's busy. Producers are always busy. Ariel's busy. I don't know what the fuck's Ariel doing. I texted her again. Hopefully she reads it. Don't tell me it's a Thursday today. It's not, right? No, it's a Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning in LA right now. Please pick up and do something about it. I don't know. But yeah, I would like to move forward with my short film. And, I don't know what the fuck is up with the Taiku tutoring, but I know the Chaiwan tutoring is going well. Thank God I didn't turn down the Chaiwan tutoring, by the way. Thank God I did not. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Tomorrow I'm going to work. Thursday I'm going to China. I'm a little bit scared, but it should be okay. Again, if the police want to catch all the people who have said anything negative about the government, they have tens of thousands of people to catch before it's my turn. And also on Twitter and YouTube and even Instagram lately. For the last couple of years, I didn't do that much anti-government shit. should be okay. I don't know. If they cut my passport, I'm just gonna die. I'll actually kill myself. Like, if I can't go to USA, my entire life plan is over. But I'm over dramatizing. It should be okay. Friday, I'm going to Palace Museum. Very excited. I should do some research first before going. And yeah, I've been thinking about Blu-rays. Like, I've been doing research on Blu-rays. Like, if I can, I know I spent a good fortune, but I feel like I can buy a little more. I want to buy the Your Name box set and the PTU, because the PTU Blu-ray for Eureka is Region B. I can't play that shit in the USA. So I want to get PTU by Johnny Toe here. And if I can find some others, like 36 Chamber of Shaolin, or, I don't know, another Japanese film that I can't find Blu-ray for in America, I'm going to see. But I don't want to spend too much. I think the Your Name box set and the PTU is already great enough. I'm going to stick with that. And, yeah. Alright, time now is 11:03 a.m. in the morning on November 8th. Whoa! I slept from 5 a.m. to 10:30, and I feel terrible. I feel very sleep deprived. It's 5.5 hours. I actually went back to sleep for 20 more minutes. I didn't fall asleep, thank God, but I was also very hesitant to get out of bed. But yeah, it's only 5.5 hours, but yet I feel terrible. I feel very sleep deprived, and to think that tomorrow I have to wake up at 7 a.m., it's just ridiculous. I think I need some sleeping pills tonight. And I wouldn't be surprised if if the apartment here doesn't even have sleeping pills. So in that case, I'll probably just sleep for 2 hours. And God knows when is the next time I can get a full sleep, because on Friday I need to go to Palace Museum. To be fair, I can go a little later, like I can just wake up naturally, but yeah, and on Saturday I have tutoring, which I need to go. I need to earn money. So yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, but today I'm waking up so early because of work, so I need to go to work later. That's that. I couldn't even finish Memoria, the movie, last night, so I need to finish it today. Also, last night I did do a 2-hour-long Discord call with Tova, and it's fine. It's a good call. There's not a lot of updates on her part. She's chilling in Santa Cruz, slow life at Santa Cruz, and I'm having my slow life in Hong Kong. Slow lives all around. I shared some of my clips. I actually shared screen and went to my Adobe Premiere Pro, and I actually edited the intro for the documentary on the spot. And we both really liked it. We both really loved the intro to the documentary, which is really great. Couple minor updates. Kuchio spoke to Benny. They're still in contact for no reason. And apparently Kuchio finally found out about all the HR reports reported by Liam, and he somehow found out it's from Liam, and he's for some reason decided to tell Benny all that, and Benny told Tova, and Tova told me. So, well, Kuchio has no idea what's gonna hit him when the doc comes out. Yeah, and then another thing is Tova and Lizzie are planning to do a web series together, and Tova's been planning to do it for a while. This joke talk show thing, and they had a production meeting yesterday with Benny as well. So Benny's going to be sort of a producer, and that gave me an idea. Hold on. Right. Like, aside from asking Ariel and Anna to be producers, actually, Benny's a really good candidate. And Benny's probably the only candidate if I have to look for someone I trust. And Benny's also the kind of person who gets passionate over nothing. So I'm like, yeah. So at night at 4:30 a.m., I texted Benny, and Benny like immediately replied. And I texted Benny via like normal text. So that's funny. and I'm doing it all from all the way here. So I told Benny, hey, are you interested in producing my short film? And he's like, yeah, for sure, let's do it. We can make it happen. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. Benny's probably gonna be pretty, I wouldn't say impressed, but like, oh, okay, so this is like a real serious thing, because I already got Cliff as DP and a couple people. I just need to ask more questions, which is what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna try to finish version 2 of the script today, and hopefully just lock version 2. Like, this is it. And I'm gonna text a shitload of people and try to just do more producing stuff. I'm gonna call the producer guy again. The producer guy forgot to call me back yesterday. I'm also gonna text the rifle people about the rifle thing, just to, in the off chance maybe someone interesting will turn up there, but if not, it's okay. Yeah, and then not much else. No news from USC. I don't know what the fuck are they doing. I sent them an email, and yet I have no news. Okay, I'm so scared I'm gonna get a stomachache again. 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row. Yeah, not much else. Alright, time now is 11:34 p.m. Let's wrap it up today. Nothing all that crazy happened today, but I went to work. I feel very sleep deprived this morning, but I'm glad I didn't like stay on my bed for like 2 more hours or something. I'm glad I woke up responsibly and filmed a couple reviews as planned. I actually planned to finish watching a film this morning. I completely forgot about that. When I was having lunch, my dad came back home and I'm like, oh no. So I had to book an appointment to use the bathroom. I told him 1 p.m. I need to use the bathroom. And he's like, okay, which is crazy, but sure. In this day and age, you gotta book an appointment to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, immediately left to work. Same place, same deal, nothing happened. I mostly logged videos, and I also spent a quite deal of time sort of sort of watching Andrew's interview. Yeah, I also, even though I go to work, it feels like a really huge waste of time. Like, I just donated 7 hours to nothing when I could be doing something more productive. Don't tell anyone, but I actually do a lot of my own shit when I'm there as well, which is cheating. But yeah, I go to my Google spreadsheet. I go to spendings, and I write down all the money I've spent. I go to job tab, and I did some calculations. So I don't expect myself to go back to Taiku, the tutoring at Taiku, like ever again. I think the client's mom just hates me for no reason. But the Chaiwan one is really good. I hope that keeps up. So if I only have my mom's company as a job and the Chaiwan tutoring, at max, I only get about 17,000 Hong Kong dollars, which is a shame. Again, it's so fucking stupid that I have to find 4 part-time jobs, and then only then maybe I can reach 20,000 Hong Kong dollars. It's so tough. Everything's so tough. And again, I try my best to not do my mom's company as much because it's like cheating. So another thing I did was I called HKTA. I had to tell them this shit. And I'm already more patient than your average person. Your average person, after getting canceled 3 times in a row, you hit them up. I got canceled like 6 times. So yeah, I called HKTA twice while I was out buying dinner, and they're busy. And then she finally called me back, and by then it was already after dinner. I got myself a bowl of cart noodles again. It's with black garlic soup, so ramen style, with hengling, which is like crispy deep fried tofu, with some sliced pork belly. We had some type of fa ji yun, which is some type of fish ball, and lettuce. It's okay. Okay, mid, maybe a little mid. Had lemon tea with it. Right after dinner, I was really scared that the phone's gonna ring at any given moment, but right after dinner, phone rang, HKTA hit me up, and I basically told them the issue. First of all, they said that they can't do Tuesdays anymore. Second of all, they have canceled on me 6 times. And since mid-October till now, I've only went to their place once. And when I said that, the woman like gasped, like, oh, yeah, like you should have told us, or thank you for telling us. So what the woman is gonna do, the agent, she's gonna talk to that client's mom and ask them about it. And if the client's mom says no, then given that I've taken one class, or I taught one class, I'm gonna get half the money. So 50% goes to HSTA, 50% goes to me, which is kind of silly, but you know what? Just do it. Just do it. So I'm getting 400. I'm getting 220. So there's that. And I also told them like, hey, if there are more cases, like let me know. And she's like, okay. So yeah, I know it's like very late because it's already November, but you know what? Even if it's a little bit of money, I'll do it. I'll do it. Even if it's a little money, I'll do it. Yeah. And then another thing is I spoke with Cliff a little bit more, talked to him about the camera team. I started a Google spreadsheet on, my production Google spreadsheet for my short film. And yeah, I talked to Cliff like, hey, if you have 3 to 4 people in your camera team, like who would you want? And he's like, oh, well, I have a lot of people. Because Pepper produced a short film for LMU, but because Pepper doesn't know anyone, so Pepper just asked Cliff for help, and then Cliff just brought his entire team. So we got Lauren the DP. He's back. He's back with a vengeance, my guy. He's back, not with a vengeance. He's back with a purpose. After Thomas's silly little short film, he's back with a purpose. So Lauren is cam op, and Elin, the Malaysian girl, the Malaysian photographer girl, she's there as a second AC. Apparently Elin wants to make a transition from art department to camera department, which is kind of silly. I feel like if you can get out of the camera department, please do, because camera department is already too full. Like, too many people likes cameras. We need other types of talents. Justin P and Justin W. Justin W as in Justin the Malaysian, Justin P as in Justin the Latino. Both of them are really good. And yeah, and then Cliff also has a bunch of people for backups, probably including Kiara, the Italian woman, or Leslie, the Chinese girl, or there's tons of people, so it shouldn't be an issue. And then I told Cliff, like, I'm actually asking for Elin to be like a co-PD or something. So right after dinner, I actually DM'd Elin, like, immediately. Couple paragraphs, should be okay. Yeah. And Red DM'd me again, because I took some photos yesterday at Diamond Hill at the Nanyang Gardens, and Red was like, oh my god, it's beautiful, that's Hong Kong, right? And Red's like, oh, I wish I could teleport to you so that we can hang out. Like, I really miss my guy. And again, it's so crazy that Americans say shit like this. Because in Hong Kong, if you say shit like this, people just laugh at you. But in America, like, when people say shit like that to me, I'm just like, is that real? Like, are you serious? I don't really know. I don't know when are people just messing with me, and when are people genuinely enjoying hanging out with me. I don't know anymore. But yeah, after dinner, instead of crossing the road and going to the 7 to 9-year-old team of kids, I stayed behind in the office where usually every Wednesday a bunch of kids, maybe 6 to 7, sometimes 4, sometimes like 10 people, and there are 5 groups of them: brass, woodwinds, percussion, strings, and whatever else. Usually they have their own separate little practice, but today is the first time they all merge together. as like an ensemble practice. Like it's the first time they all like practice the same song together. And my mom really wanted me to stay behind and film that, so I filmed that. Pretty cool. I tried my best. I just like filming things in general. But yeah, you know, I hid in the corner and I raised my hand and I filmed a long take for 2 minutes. And I realized that yesterday I raised this gigantic heavy camera plus lens for nearly 2 hours at Diamond Hill. And today I'm doing that again. And I'm not feeling fatigued or anything. And this thing's over a pound heavy. At some point, the strings teacher randomly asked me, "Oh, what camera are you using?" And I'm like, "Oh, A7 III." And I joked around saying, "Oh, it's heavy." And he's like, "Can I grab it?" And I'm like, "Sure." So he lifted it and he's like, "Yeah, it's heavy." And so I realized I'm actually pretty fucking good at this if I can hold the camera this heavy for 2 days straight. And each day is about 2 hours. Like, I'm probably really fucking good at this. And I'm so good, I don't even need a strap. I can hang the camera with 3 fingers. And I can fling it around. It's like Thor's hammer. Like, I'm just good with it now. So that's really cool. I can be in the camera team if I want, but yeah. Cliff said he wants to be the cam op himself, which is also even better. Even better. I like it when DPs cam op. You know, they go to the field and they do things. They don't just stand by the monitor and just watch from afar. They actually go and they decide. That's what I like. But yeah. I still haven't texted the rifle people. I think I'm gonna text them tomorrow. Again, I don't want to come off desperate. Though I did ask one of the staffs, one of my colleagues or one of the higher ups, I guess, about sexual conduct background check. Turns out, for that to happen, I need to have the company send me a reference letter so that I can do the background check. So, it's not my fault then that the CEO of the film workshop is not sending me a reference letter. But it's cool. It's cool, I guess. So yeah, hopefully I get another tutoring opportunity at HKTA. I stick with the staffs at Chaiwan. I stick with my mom's company. If my mom's friend's friend comes back, the Christian interview thing, then I'll go there a couple more times. Quick, easy buck. And maybe I won't exactly reach 20k, but if it's 19k, you know what? I'll let it slide. At the end of the day, 20k Hong Kong dollars is like 2,800 US dollars. And that's barely, that's not even 0.1% of the tuition that I have to pay. It means nothing. It's small bits. 3 months of working, all the hard work, they amount to nothing. So yeah. But yeah, you know, again, many moments today really make me feel, make me feel, I guess I don't think a lot of these thoughts right now, as of now. I don't really feel useless. I mean, I am pretty useless right now. When I'm not making short films, I'm not doing anything productive, really. And it's dumb. I'm still a lonely boy. I still have no girlfriends, no romantic experience, not a lot of friends either, just a lot of nothing, you know. And I still had stomachache today. Probably because of the egg yolks I had like 3 mornings ago. I had egg yolks and I had a stomachache 4 days straight. It wasn't a terrible stomachache. My stomach didn't feel great this morning. Only after I came back home, it started hurting. It's almost like I'm conditioned. Like, going back home, I realize I can use the bathroom, so my stomach is like, hey, by the way, it's not feeling well. Because I've had stomachache so much historically that my body has now developed an intelligent function so that when I'm outside, you know, my body forgets that I have a stomachache. But when I come back home, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you do have a stomachache. But yeah, I am a weak person. Like, I eat some bad egg yolks, I get stomachaches for 4 days. I go bowling, 2 of my fingers are bleeding. I tried to find a job for 9 months, didn't work. But again, like, I'm glad I went to a Buddhist temple yesterday, and there are so many moments and where nothing even happens. I could be listening to music and whatever, but there are so many moments today where I just think to myself, discipline. Maybe I'm not having a lot of money, maybe I'm not having a girlfriend, maybe I'm not famous and successful with my short films right now, but discipline. Don't fret. Don't be angry with the world as well. Just discipline. Just stay put, be happy with what you have, embrace it. And I think that's a great virtue. Like, that's just a very great virtue that I need to learn. And I feel like I'm too young to really learn discipline, but it's a good way to start. And yeah, I realize it's been a while since I've gone downstairs and done exercise. I still want to try keeping up two exercises per week. 2 exercises per week. I'm still weak. My forearms are still skinny. You know, my chest is still thin. You know, I still have ways to go. I need to keep going. I need to grab the clothes washing juice, go downstairs to the park and start lifting again. I may look like an idiot, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. As long as nobody comes up and stabs me, I'm gonna keep doing it. Okay? I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep drawing. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna keep writing scripts. I will be a better person. I'll shave. I just shaved. I shaved. I'll shave. You know. I'll look better. I'll have a better haircut. I'll wear nicer clothes. Hopefully by the time I get to USC, I get a new personality. I develop a new personality. And I get better. I'm disciplined. Some people may joke at me. Some people may laugh at me. Wait, you're 21 and you haven't had a girlfriend before? You're 21 but you're not successful at this, successful at that? I'm in a athletics team. I was on the news. You know, I was this, I was that. So what? If I'm happy, I win. Because it's not a matter of... It's not a competition of how much money you have. It's not a competition of how much sex you've had, or how many relationships you've had, or how many followers you have on Instagram. Because competitions like this never end. The real competition, honestly, the real competition is how happy you are and how okay you are with your life. Like, if you have a lot of money but you're sad, then what's the point of living? You know? So it's really it's about the inner stuff. Again, it's like deep stuff. It's like Vinland Saga. It's like Thorfinn core. But it's true. It's true. You know, and I need to do that. I need to really just do that. Just let go of these material things. And just, yeah, you know, I'm not rich. I'm broke. I'm living on a dime. But you know what? Maybe it's good that I can do exercises and I can read and I got cool mangas, I got movies and shit. Like, maybe that's cool. Maybe that's cool. And just chill out. People will be like impressed. Like, oh wow, you're not like a super crazy person with crazy experiences, but you're still chilling. And that's what it matters, really. So I'm going to China tomorrow. A little bit scared. I will not post anything on Instagram. I will not tweet. I'll only mention it here. I won't vlog from my main channel nor from my Cantonese channel. I will be incognito. Yeah. Not gonna be fun, but also gonna be a little intriguing, perhaps. Like a little water, like a little toes dip. If anywhere I want to go, it would be Shanghai. Probably the safest spot too, because Shanghai is definitely one of the more forward-thinking cities. Not going anywhere near Shenyang. Fuck that place.